Alright, let's get one thing straight. Dinosaurs didn't really go extinct. See, when that asteroid crashed into Earth about 66 million years ago, it wiped out most dinosaurs, but not all of them. A small group of feathery two-legged predators survived, evolved, and started flapping. But fast forward a few million years and boom, you've got parrots, pigeons, penguins, and chickens. Your breakfast omelet, technically, a dinosaur egg. Some birds, however, haven't just inherited the DNA of dinosaurs. They've kept the look, the behavior, and the attitude too. Here are 7 living birds that prove dinosaurs never really left. Imagine a bird that looks like a peacock, smells like a cow, and acts like a throwback from the Jurassic. That's the Hoatzin. Adult Hoatzins have bright blue faces, red eyes, and a spiky crest that makes them look perpetually shocked. They live deep in the Amazon rainforest and go by a fitting nickname, the stink bird. This bird reeks like rotten compost because it eats only leaves. Not seeds, not insects, just leaves. And since leaves are tough to digest, the Hoatzin's body evolved a fermentation chamber in its stomach, just like a cow's. It's the only bird on Earth that digests food through fermentation, and that process gives it a nasty, manure-like odor. When baby Hoatzins hatch, they're born with claws on their wings. They use them to climb tree branches if they fall from the nest. As they grow older, they shed these claws, but for those first few weeks, it's a glimpse of evolution in motion. That one detail alone connects them to Archaeopteryx, the 150-million-year-old first bird fossil that had feathers, wings, and claws. Hoatzins are terrible flyers. Their flight is slow, awkward, and noisy. It's believed they might be among the oldest surviving bird lineages on Earth. If you ever find yourself in the wetlands of Central Africa and see something tall, gray, and unmoving among the papyrus reeds, don't panic. You've just met the Shoebill stork, a bird so ancient-looking it doesn't just resemble a dinosaur, it feels like one. The shoebill stands over 5 feet, with wings nearly 8 feet wide. But what grabs attention immediately is its massive beak, shaped like a giant shoe, hence the name. It's not just big, it's terrifying. The beak is as long as a human forearm and ends with a sharp hook. And when it claps its bill, it makes a sound like a machine gun. It just stands there, perfectly still, watching, waiting, eyes locked on the water below. In a flash, it strikes, spearing lungfish, frogs, sometimes even baby crocodiles. This slow, deliberate hunting style is eerily similar to what paleontologists believe some predatory dinosaurs used. Even its movements feel off. Shoebills don't walk like birds. They stalk like something that remembers the Mesozoic. They tilt their heads like curious predators, and when they stare, you'll be feeling uneasy under that slow, piercing gaze. On the sweeping plains of South America runs an ancient survivor, the Rhea. Rheas are big, flightless, and incredibly fast, a living snapshot of what smaller, two-legged dinosaurs might have looked like. When they run, their heads stay level and their bodies tilt forward. They can sprint up to 60 kilometers per hour, about the same speed some small theropods were estimated to reach. And their behavior is pure dinosaur strategy. When threatened, they fake injuries to distract predators, then dart away in zigzag patterns that confuse the chase. Scientists believe some small dinosaurs use the same trick to evade larger hunters. But here's where things get cool. It's the male Rhea who plays mom and dad. He builds the nest, incubates the eggs, and raises up to 40 chicks at once. Sometimes he even steals eggs from other nests to expand his brood. This paternal behavior is rare among birds, but it offers a remarkable link to ancient times. Fossil evidence suggests that many dinosaurs may have been devoted parents, guarding nests and broods. If you've ever seen an emu, you already know. This bird looks like it time-traveled from the Cretaceous. The emu is one of the closest living analogs to dinosaurs, like Struthiomimus. It's the second largest bird in the world, standing nearly 6 feet tall, with long legs, tiny wings, and a prehistoric swagger. Their small wings are useless for flight, but their legs are pure dinosaur tech. Emus can sprint at 50 kilometers per hour, powered by strong, muscular legs. Their feet have 3 forward-facing toes, each leaving a footprint that looks astonishingly similar to fossilized dinosaur tracks. They can travel huge distances without water, eat everything from plants to insects, and defend themselves with a kick strong enough to break bones. In 1932, emus made headlines by defeating humans in what became known as the Great Emu War. Farmers in Western Australia were desperate to stop thousands of emus tearing through their crops. The government sent soldiers with machine guns, but the birds just dodged bullets, scattered, and disappeared into the bush. After weeks of failed attempts and wasted ammo, the military withdrew. The emus won. That's not even a joke. That's history. The last creature you'd expect to share DNA with a T-Rex is a chicken. But science doesn't care what you expect. It's small, harmless, and famously flightless. But genetically, the chicken might as well be T-Rex's distant cousin. In 2007, researchers extracted preserved collagen protein from a fossilized T-Rex bone and compared it with modern species. The closest match? Chickens and ostriches. You can actually see the connection if you look closely. The way chickens move, that jerky, head-bobbing gait, is nearly identical to how small theropods are believed to have walked. And here's where it gets wild. Scientists once tinkered with chicken embryos, reactivating ancient genes that evolution had switched off. The embryos began developing snout-like faces instead of beaks, like tiny dinosaur skulls. They weren't hatched, of course. It was all part of studying how evolution reshaped faces from dinosaur to bird. If size and strength are anything to go by, the ostrich might be the ultimate proof that dinosaurs live on. Ostriches can grow up to 9 feet tall, weigh around 150 kilograms, and run at speeds over 70 kilometers per hour. Each stride can cover up to 5 meters. An ostrich kick packs enough force to break bones, strong enough to seriously injure, even kill a lion. Its legs are like springs, long, muscular, and built for power and endurance. Each foot ends in 2 massive toes, an unusual design that gives them traction and speed. When you watch an ostrich run, you're seeing a perfect example of how 2-legged dinosaurs moved, balanced, powerful, and terrifyingly efficient. Believe it or not, paleontologists actually study ostriches to figure out how dinosaurs might have sprinted. Their eyes are the biggest of any land animal, even bigger than their brains, giving them almost a full 360-degree vision, which probably explains why ostriches will stare at danger before deciding whether to fight or sprint. It's like nature gave the ostrich a dinosaur's survival toolkit and said, run with it. Ever wanted to see a dinosaur in 4K? Just look at the cassowary. Hidden in the dense tropical rainforests of Australia and New Guinea, the cassowary feels too strange, too powerful, and too ancient to belong to our time. It's around 6 feet tall, covered in black hair-like feathers, with a tall, bony crest called a casque on its head that looks straight out of prehistory. Scientists think it helps them move through dense forest or pick up low-frequency sounds. It makes deep, booming calls so low they're almost below human hearing range, like the rumble of something ancient. But the real danger is in the feet. Each one has 3 toes, and the middle toe carries a dagger-shaped claw up to 5 inches long. Cassowaries use that claw to kick, and they can jump over 5 feet high in the air to do it. That kick has killed humans before. In fact, the cassowary holds the Guinness record as the world's most dangerous bird. It's not aggression that drives them, but self-defense. They're territorial, solitary, and cautious. But provoke one, you'll meet a living velociraptor. If you swapped a cassowary's feathers for scales, you'd basically have a Mesozoic predator walking around. So yeah, dinosaurs never left. They just traded scales for feathers and swapped out roars for chirps. Some learned to fly, others learned to run faster, and a few, like the cassowary, never really learned to chill. But if you think that's wild, wait till you see the ones that even lions don't walk away from. Click the video on your screen to watch 10 deadly encounters faced by a lion,